What's happening, fellas? Crazy Brit here, and we're back with some more Gttcc Season 18 action for the final time. First race is coming up from Red Bull, and it looks a bit wet. We had heavy rain this race, so mostly everyone's starting on the either the inters or the wets. So let's go down the grid and see who's starting for the final two races. So up in first, after 15 minutes of quality, is JLC on the pole spot. Second is P1 Rob, he's returning for the final round. Infinity James in third. Then we got Golden Brownie up in fourth and Brucey in fifth. Great qualifying for Brucey and Golden Brownie this round. They're usually back near the back of the grid, but well, Brucey is certainly, so we'll see how they fare in this one. Rico in sixth place, also a good qualifying as well from the final round. Mark Schumacher unfortunately down in seventh. Raffo down in 8th, scrappier qualifying from him, then we'll have to see what he can do, and Hepburn in 9th, so we'll see if anyone's starting the wets. So Mutt's starting on the wets, everyone else on the inters, no one opts for, apart from Mutt, no one else opts for the wets then, so let's get this race underway. Let's wait for the lights to go out. We're at 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. Kind of a slow start for the mid-pack, but top 3 get away really cleanly. Shoot off the line even in the wet conditions. Now it's kind of borderline between inters and wets as we see someone off in the background goes wide at turn 1. I think that was Mark Schumacher. I'm sure it was Mark Schumacher, but we've got Rico, Golden Brownie. Bruce is down to 8th after a poor start. But he's going to want to try and get these places back up. He usually does well in the wet conditions, so we'll see how he fares. Goes around the outside of Raff on the second turn. I know it's technically turn 3, but we'll call it turn 2. As we head down the straight at the top of the racetrack. Then Bruce is now going side by side with Raffo. Raffo's got the inside line though. Oh, and we've got trouble up ahead. The top 3 have had issues. Let's see what happens. Oh, James gets it wrong on the braking. Goes into the back. Let's rewind one more time and see what happens here. So we go on board. Just gets it wrong. Gets a tank slapper. Hits P1 Rob. Rob managed to get going. Likewise does James as everyone comes through. And now you see Brucey there on the inside of James. James gets the move done, and then we've got Hepburn as well running side by side with him now. Oh, sorry about the camera flicking. So after a good start, James is back down to 8th. Soon to be 9th if Hepburn can get the drive out. Doesn't look like he can though. The Bugatti seeming a little bit OP at this track with the speed. Let's see how JLC is faring. Oh, he gets it wrong on the curb. Oh, he's going for a lazy spin. Oh, nearly had it, nearly gathered it up, nearly saved it. Unfortunately, just spat him back out, bit him in the arse, and he's on the runoff area there in 9th place. Unfortunate for him. So go up to front then. You can see here the Sylvia beeping its horn. But we've got Mark Schumacher and P1 Rob going side by side. It's the same one you can see in the background. James is up into 3rd, 4th already. Mutt thinks better of that and lets P1 Rob go. Someone else goes wide on the first turn. It's Hepburn. Hepburn goes wide. You see more in the Lambo now. He's right behind P1 Rob. Is he going to try and go for an overtake on this corner? You see the rest of the crew coming through. He's on the inside. Can he get the drive? He doesn't. Lambo v Lambo. So P1 Rob retains the first place then for another day. Let's live another day. So go for the grid. 3rd is James. Then we got Golden Brownie in 4th in the Supra, followed by Brucey and Raffo. 5th and 6th place. Raffo's just behind Brucey. I think the rain has stopped now. There's no windscreen wipers going, so the track will start drying now. You see the grip meter on the left of the tyres starting to go down now gradually. So we'll have to see how the strategy plays out and see if it drives in time for anyone to pit. So we've got Raffo in 6th place, then behind Brucey, Rico in 7th, JLC's behind him in 8th, but he's got a half a second penalty to serve, and Hepburn's in 9th. We'll go back up to the lead. P1 Rob opening the gap now. Mark Schumacher's coming under fire from James. James is on the inside. Mark Schumacher goes a little bit wide down the curve to get the turn in. Look at that swing that he gets there. Oh, Gordon Brown is all sorts of squirrely as we come down the hill to the last corner. So Mark Schumacher manages to retain 2nd place from James, but James still there. He's on the hunt as they head now to lap 3. Is James going to go for an inside overtake on the first turn? He does. He gets it. Manages to kind of get it done before they get there. He had his car in front and gets 2nd place from Mutt. So Mutt down to 3rd now. Gordon Brownie in 4th, following these two. Seeing these two squabble, trying to get it back onto the back tail end of this battle. Raffo's managed to get past Brucey, but Brucey's still there. Brucey's on the outside. Is he going to be able to get the driver and get round the outside of him? You see Rico and JLC right behind him. He gets the move done. Raffo goes shallow on the corner then. And there's JLC right behind him. He's going to be able to get the speed down this straight. Can he get this move done before the corner? He's got the inside line. We've seen many accidents happen here, but he gets the inside line, gets the move done. Behind is Rico and Hepburn, they're falling behind in the Mercedes and the McLaren and the Ferrari. So back up to the lead then. P1 Rob still in 1st place, doing a great job, but he's got James right behind, catching him up behind him now. Mark Schumacher still in 3rd. Gordon Brownie in 4th, followed by Brucey. Brucey's getting ever closer as the track is drying. Let's see if he can make any headway. JLC in 6th place, behind this gaggle of cars. Is he going to be able to get a move done? I think we'll stick with this little group here. See if anything transpires. You can see Brucey's right there. He's trying to stick his nose in. Can he get the drive off the final turn? It looks like he does. Don't like these poor camera angles. Brucey's got the toe. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. They're going 3 wide into the first turn. Can Brucey get this move done? He does. What an overtake. Let's have another look at that from the onboards. Then we'll go back one more, because that's poor. So Mutt doesn't get the drive off. So Gordon Brownie gets stuck behind him. Brucey gets a lightning grip off the last corner. Gets the drive, gets the toe, pulls alongside, and just gets it done on the brakes. Gets it into the first turn. No contact from those 3. Absolute superb racing. Clean. This is now the MRC race. And a little beat from him as well. Great move from Brucey there. But now he's got a whole heap of cars behind him. You've got Gordon Brownie right there. He's going to go for an inside lunge. He doesn't. Oh, there's contact! Oh, we'll have to see what happened there. Don't know if Jay's got it wrong or whether he had contact from Mutt. Oh, he gets on the curb. He's side by side, just spins the tyres on the curb. Unfortunate for him, he's going to have to let everyone get back past, and that's another costly mistake. Don't forget, he is the points leader. So, this unfortunate mistakes are costing him. He's got to knuckle down and try and get past through this group. You see James there in 2nd place, then we're back up to the top. So P1 Rob leading from James, who's got half a second penalty, but he's catching up to Rob. Brucey now in 3rd place after making that epic overtake, 3 wide into first turn. Gordon Brownie following him 4th. He's followed by Hepburn. Hepburn's showing his face then. Hepburn's up into 5th now, after getting past Mutt and Rico. You see him just behind Gordon Brownie. Some great liveries on show as well this season from the Elite Boys. So we'll go back then. Mutt is now leading this next gaggle of group of 4 in 6th place, followed by Rico in 7th, Raffo in 8th, and JLC in 9th. We're back up to the lead then. We're heading on to lap 5. Still wet conditions then. No sign of drying up yet. Still very wet out there. A dry line is starting to appear though. You can kind of see the difference in colour grading. So I'm not sure whether it's going to be too much longer on these wet tyres, but they're still holding their own at the minute. Pit lane must be really wet, so if someone's going to chance it on the soft tyres, they might have issues getting out of pit lane. But P1 Rob still leads the way, got the fastest lap so far, 142.5. Infinity James is second. That gap is coming down now. It's closing up between these two. Bruce in third, leading the next group of cars. Because the first two have buggered off. They don't want any of this fun that's back here. We got a couple of battles brewing now as JLC is now into 7th place. He's going to try and mount a overtake on as Golden Brownie gets it wrong. All signs of squirrely again. Managed to gather it up. The Supra looks very tail happy there. Lovely Vodafone livery. Hepburn in 5th, then following around. Can he get any sign of overtake on Golden Brownie? Mark Schumacher still in the way of these next couple of cars in 6th place. Then we got Jason 7 in the Bugatti. Rico behind him in 8th place. And 9th is Raffo. Unfortunate showing for Raffo. I'm not sure whether he doesn't like the wet conditions or whether the McLaren doesn't like the wet, but probably doesn't because it's an MR car. So, but the Lamborghini is doing pretty good up front. He's got off a second penalty though. You see James now has posted the best lap, 141.5. As they head onto the straight on the top of the track. Lovely livery on the by P1 Rob on the Lambo. As I head now into turn 3. Still in the way, but he's going to lose this place in a minute because where the penalty zone is, it's uphill, so it's going to cost you a little bit more. Oh, does he get it wrong? No, he doesn't. He gets it stopped. So James falling round in second place, still 3rd place. A little lagging behind these two is Bruce in 3rd place. Then we've got Golden Brownie right behind him in 4th. JLC in 5th, followed by Mutt in 6th place. Then we got 7th is Rico. Hepburn back down to 8th. And 9th is Raffo. So James does get that place, then gets up into 1st place. Past P1 Rob, who was saving that penalty. Got to see if people are deciding to come in the pits soon. I mean, the fuel is getting lower, so unless they're fuel saving, wonder if they'll chance it on the soft tyres. You see that little scuff on the front end of the Bugatti from James for his early incident. P1 Rob still following him 2nd place though. He's making a comeback, trying to close that gap up to him. As I head now into turn 2. Up the hill, got to be careful on the exit. Brucey coming through in 3rd place. And then behind him we got Golden Brownie and JRC. Mutt's following in 6th, and then we got Rico. Right, they're going side by side down the straight. Let's see if Rico can get an overtake done on Mutt. Does he have the power down the straight now? Got to be careful on the brakes, it's still a bit damp down here. He's on the inside. Oh, he gets the move done. A little bit of squeeze in there, but managed to get the move done. Hepburn's right behind these two though. He's going to try and capitalise if these two have another coming together. Look at the colours on Rico's car. Is it going almost? Oh, they're going side by side. Hepburn's still there on the inside on the curb. Has to slip in behind Mutt, who is now still in 7th place, holding fast. Oh, a little bit slide. There's Hepburn on the inside. He was anticipating not to lose the car then, but he didn't. Managed to keep it as we head down the straight. Start the 8th lap. Raffo, 3-second penalty. Is he going to be in the pits? He has. He's on the softs. Can he make these work, or is it still too wet? James in first still then, leading the way, setting purple sectors. He's got a new fastest lap as well. Listen to that car roar away from the corner. P1 Rob slightly losing the toe now of James. We'll have to see how this gap opens up or closes. Bruce is still in third then, but now he's got Golden, Brownie and Jace right behind him. They're catching up to him. You see the Crazy Brit Racing logo on his car. Lovely livery with the orange and the black and the purple of HKS and Kika. So Gordon Brown is still in fourth then behind him, and Jace in fifth. Then we've still got Mutt leading the, well, holding off Hepburn. He's now in sixth place. Something must have happened to Rico. Not sure what happened to Rico, must have had a spin somewhere. Raffo down in ninth. If he's not careful, he's going to get laps. Those soft tyres don't look like they're working, or do they? If he can manage to stay on the dry line, as we see P1 Rob's going into the pits. You can see pit lane is really, really wet still. So Bruce is going to go up into second place then. So we got James leading the way still, Brucey in second, Golden Brownie in third. Then Jace right behind him in fourth. Hepburn, where's he going to get? Yeah, I do believe he's going to get fifth place. P1 Rob finally into the pits. And Mutt's coming in as well from off the wet tyre. Rico in 8th place. He's coming in the pits as well. And Raffle's coming through as well. So I have to see how this strategy plays out for these few guys pitting now then. So Hepburn's through into 5th, P1 Rob. Oh, look at this painful exit. Slow on the soft tyres, pit lane still wet. Can he get out without spinning it? Gets the exit done, stays off the line. Oh, loses his on the grass. Oh, lovely spin there, good crashing. Mutt, can he get out without spinning it? Gets onto the dry line and he doesn't spin. Good car control from him. He's going to maybe get an overtake on P1 Rob. He's got to be careful on that wet side though. Rico's painfully coming out of the pit. 20 miles per hour. Can he get out of the pit without crashing? Oh, carefully does it. Carefully does it. He gets out the pit without crashing as well. Good for him. So back up to lead then. James is coming around the last corner as these guys have just gone around the first corner. Still in the way in first. Look at those intermediates all starting to wear on the drying track. Golden Brownie in second. What's happened to Brucey? Something must have happened somewhere, but he's in third place still, so still okay. But there is a gap there. Brucey's got half a second penalty and Jace is right behind him. So something did happen. Hepburn's in 5th, followed by Mutt in 6th place. P1 Rob down to 7th after that spin. These guys are on the soft tyres. We'll have to see if they can catch the intermediate runners up. But if you can see the difference. P1 Rob's round, Mutt's round there. Hepburn's right round there. And he's in 5th place. So there's a really big gap to the front runners. So we'll have to see if the soft tyre runners can make these work and get up front. Oh, gotta be careful. P1 Rob's still on the road. Raffles there in 8th place and Rico down in 9th. James just going on the wet line to cool his tyres a little bit. Trying to maintain these front tyres because they are wearing. We're on lap 10. We're over halfway in the race. He's going around in first place. We're on the back end of the track. Golden Brownie coming through in second. Jace has got past Brucey, but oh, they've both got penalties, so no position change should happen here. You see those curbs are still really wet, so got to be careful for the soft tyre runners not to touch any sort of curbs, or they're going bye bye. So they save their penalties. Still status quo between these two as they come across the line to start lap 11. Hepburn in 5th. He's on the last of the intermediate runners, doing a good job in 5th place. Martin 6th, got to stay off them curbs. Carefully he goes around the track. The soft tyres aren't really always Hepburn goes around. Oh, unfortunate spin by Hepburn. So he's still in 5th place, but he's going to lose ground on 4th place. So go back to Mutt. He's in 6th, but that gap's still there. There's a really big gap. Doesn't look like soft tyres have really got the performance as he drifts around the final corner. P1 Robin 7th. Dipping the tyres on the curb. Oh, keeps it going the right way. Rico up in 8th place, then Raffo must have had a spin somewhere. He's down to 9th again now. Back up to the leaders, then James has actually lapped Raffo, so Raffo is 1 lap down, is currently standing. James has got another half a second penalty, which is going to allow 2nd place to catch up a little bit, but not by much. So we got Gordon Brown is still in 2nd place then, but Brucey and JLC are catching him up. Jace now leaving Brucey behind. No pitters from the front for the minute. Oh, I sell like Golden Brown is in pits now. He's got to be careful. Is he going to pit, change the tyres, or is he going to keep the intermediates? Jason Brucey goes through, so that's going to put Jason up into 2nd place, followed by Brucey. So if nothing happens now, at least Jason's going to get good points with a podium. We've got a yellow flag for somebody. It's Raffo. Not sure whether he had an accident, but he's out on the wet stuff on soft tyres. He's got damage, so he must have had a spin somewhere. Got to be careful getting back on track. Get the water off those tyres. So Infinity James still in the way in 1st. JS is in 2nd. He's set in purple sectors now. Bruce is in 3rd. Golden Brown is coming out the pits. Painfully slow coming out the pits. Let's see if he can keep it straight, or is he going to spin it? He leaves the pits. Oh, a little bit wiggly. Managed to get on the dry stuff. There we go. Gets out the pits well. 5th place is Mutt. He's kind of catching up now, but that's only because Golden Brown is pit. You can see Golden Brown up the hill there from him. Robin 6th place, still not making any ground. Hepburn spinning again. He's been in the pits and he's spun it. Looks like he's spun it out of the pits. He's got a 3-second penalty. Rico in 8th place coming through. Raffo 9th. So it looks like the strategy here is just to stay on the inters because it's still wet. You're going to lose time if you spin it coming out the pits. It looks like the soft tyres can't really get to their peak performance with it being so wet on the outsides of the track with the curbs and stuff. So even though the tyres aren't wearing, especially for James, it looks like the inters are the way to go at the minute. We're getting closer to 30-minute mark, so Jace in 2nd place, Brucey in 3rd. Look at those intermediates, hardly anywhere compared to the Bugattis. So I wonder if one of the Bugattis is going to try and go in the pits and see if they can go on the soft tyres and keep the place. Golden Brownie in 4th on the soft tyres is ever catching Brucey ever so slightly. But he's still a ways away from him. Mutt in 5th place. Doing a good job on those soft tyres, but not sure whether he's going to be able to get any more places unless one of the top 3 pit. It'll close it up a little bit. P1 Robin 6th still. 7th Hepburn recovering after his spin. Rico in 8th place. And Raffo is 9th. He's just been lapped by Brucey. But he's on the soft tyres, so he should be able to get around Brucey in a minute, around the next couple of corners. Go on board with Brucey. Does Raffo get the place? He's going to go for the overtake. Brucey stays on the outside, lets him by. He's on the faster tyre, maybe. As long as you keep it off the curbs, it's going to start picking up performance now as the track is drying even more. With every lap it dries even more, so we'll have to see how this one plays out. I think Raffo is too far behind though, especially with only a couple of laps left. Bruce is still holding fast in third. Golden Brownie is right there, so there's still a gap there, but it's closing up as Golden Brownie gets it wrong. Oh, nice save from Golden Brownie there. He gets on the grass, didn't manage to spin it up, managed to save it. Good job from him. As you can see, P1 Rob now got a fast time of 1:39.1, so the soft tyres are definitely coming in. James is really low in the fuel. He's going to have to come in for a splash and dash maybe. Not sure whether he can hold out fuel saving until the end of the race. GRC in second, likewise. Is he going to pit this lap? Brucey's got a tad more, so we'll have to see if these guys pit then. James might be able to get 1 to 2 laps out of this fuel. Does he decide to pit? No, he doesn't this time. So Jace comes through in second then. Is he going to pit this time? See the tyres really wearing out. He's seen the bar fast lap. Yep, he's going in the pits, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Brucey, what's he going to do? His tyres are really good, but the fuel is getting low, so what's he going to do here? What's the play? He's going to go into the pits as well, so we're going to have to see, keep an eye on if these guys change tyres or not. Golden Brownie in fourth. So he's going to come through and maybe get a position on the two that's just pitted. So JLC is in, Bruce is still waiting. We'll have to see where Golden Brownie comes through. Mutt in 5th place. He's just holding off P1 Rob in 6th. So the two Lambos have found each other again. Rico's in 7th. Hepburn in 8th. And Raffo in 9th. We'll go back up to lead then. It looks like Bruce has stayed on the inters then. So James in 1st place, coming through now. He hasn't pitted yet. Is he going to pit this lap? Bruce is out in 2nd place, equal with Golden Brownie. So he's managed to jump Jace in the pits. Jace is on the soft tyres. Just got enough fuel to the end of the race. Should be around 17-ish laps. So Bruce is going to try and get Golden Brownie now. Can he get him, or is a soft tyre just enough to get him? We'll have to see. See, Golden Brownie looks like he's pulling away. I think as long as he stays on the dry line, he should be good to go to the end of the race and pull away from Brucey as James comes in the pits then. So Golden Brownie in 2nd, Brucey in 3rd, Jace in 4th, Schumacher in 5th. Then we got P1 Rob in 6th place, followed by Rico in 7th, Raffo in 8th, and Hepburn spinning around again. You spin me round, baby. It's having a torrid time at the back of the grid then with those soft tyres. So back up into 1st, and we've got James as he stayed on the inters. He's gone for a new set of inters. So very interesting strategy there. Everyone else apart from Bruce has changed to soft tyres, who's been in the pits, so he's out in the lead, doesn't have anyone near him, as Bruce is on the wet line trying to save those tyres a little bit. Flashing on the fuel though, as he got enough to the end of the lap, to the end of the race, sorry. Jumps the curb, so he's holding, got past Golden Brownie then, back into 2nd as we got Jace, he's spinning round. Oh, unfortunate for him, he's going to be really mad with himself as he comes back on the grill. Oh, baby. Mutt's there. It looked like there was contact, but I think that was just lag, because that would have been a big accident if there was contact. But he has got front and rear end damage, so I think that's just from the wall. We've got someone going round. That's Mr. Hepburn again, spinning round. He's got to wait for these cars to come past though. So another torrid time for Hepburn. Back up to the front now. We've got Infinity James leading the way on the intermediates, doing a grand old job. We like to call him the Duck Man. He's one very fast duck. Obviously the wet conditions suiting his duckness. As he comes around to start the 17th lap, are we going to get another lap? It's going to be close. I'm not sure if we will or not. We might do. Golden Brown is second place, so he's got back past Brucey. So he's going to come home in second place if he can keep it on the dry stuff. Brucey in third, still holding fast on those intermediates. Mark Schumacher on the soft tyres, low on the fuel, but he's being able to get past Jace after that spin from that Jace had coming up past first turn. So we'll have to see if he can make another overtake, or if he's going to have to settle for fifth because he is low on the fuel. P1 Rob, sixth place, had a spin coming out the pits. See if he can make any more positions. Doesn't look like he can, unless someone has a really big accident. Rico in seventh, eighth is Raffo, and Hepburn in ninth. We'll have to see if he goes for any more spins. Oh, we've got someone spinning. It's P1 Rob. So it was him that had the spin. Commentator's curse, unfortunately. But we're going to head back up to the lead because we're going to have to see if James is going to get another lap or not. He's low on the fuel. Can he make it? Don't think second is going to get play another lap. So it's just going to be a case of whether James is. I think he is. He's coming around the last corner with 20 seconds to go. So the guy who's going to lead, who's going to win this race, is going to get a victory lap. There he goes, on to lap 18. Golden Brownie is going to come round, low on the fuel. 2, 1, and there is the time. So Golden Brownie is going to come across and finish in second. Great showing from him. He gets the fastest lap as well, 1:38.2. Bruce is going to come across the line after that lovely overtake early in the race. He finished in third, followed by Mutt in fourth place. Fifth is Jace, going to come across the line in fifth. Went up and down the grid like a bloody yo-yo, but has to settle for fifth place after that spin on the soft tyres. P1 Bob's going to come around now. He's going to finish in sixth place. Great comeback from being at the bottom of the grid after a spin early on when he changed onto soft tyres, but he's going to finish in sixth place for him. Seventh is Rico. Another torrid time for him in the Gttcc, unfortunately. He's had really bad go of it this season, but he's making the best of it, and he is the host, so we got to say a big thank you for Rick for hosting. Great job for sticking with it, Rick. And he's going to take seventh place. Got to check out for the thing ending. Where's our leader? He's coming around the last corner. There's Raffo. He's going to come across the line and finish in eighth place. Unlucky result for him. He showed the pace that he can win. James has run out of fuel. He's going to get overtaken by a lap car of Hepburn. Goes around the outside. So James on the final lap. Oh, there we go. We've got another little spin. There we go. Hepburn missed the spinner. Finishes the race with a lovely spin for us. Is he still going to beat James? Oh no, he goes for another spin. Good crash, and I'm guessing he's had one too many Budweisers. But there you go. James has crossed the line to win the race. Great race from him. And he has another little spin before the line. Mr. Hepburn, you do entertain me. So that's going to be it for this first race then of the final round. Next up is the race from Lagio Maggiore. But until then, I've been the Crazy Brett. I hope you enjoyed this race, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.